Hello everyone. So today we are going to restore order to our skill tree. So here now you see I have made the button darker if this skill is locked. So if I click, I can still see the details of this skill, but the activate button is not active because we don't have enough skill points here. So let me go back and some activities and collect skill points. Now here I got 2 skill points, and let me go back to the skill tree. Now you see here this one, and this one is active. That's because I have enough skill points. So if I go here, activate button is there, so I can activate if I want. So let me activate that. Now you see 2 more skills got activated, and they are also here because the skill points are enough for that. So if I go here, actually this number is not coming directly from the data table, it's just here. But if I activate this, now you see the rest of the buttons became black or darker again. That means we don't have enough skill points right now anymore to activate any of the other skills. So yeah, and the activated skills are there. See, I can do the heavy attack and do the what else, parrying. Oh, I can't do parrying without an enemy. So anyway, those skills that I possess are in the character. Alright, so this is what we are going to work on today. So before we get started, let me remind you that you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of different projects that I have done in my channel from the Patreon page. Once you become a member, you can access anything without any limit, so feel free to check it out. And also, here is the full playlist of this series, action RPG with gameplay ability system. So if you can watch these episodes and implement by yourself from scratch everything. I have shared all the details you need without anything, any hidden details or anything whatsoever. Everything is shared. So yeah, I'll leave the links in description below to both playlist and the project files. And now let's get back to today's episode. Right, so as of now I can go here and go to skills and click on it, but this cancel button or activate button is not doing anything. So, and also as you can see, there is no difference between unlocked skills and locked skills, and also the activated skills and deactivated skills. So we are going to fix those issues today. Okay, so first let me go here and go to the skill tree and open widget skill tree, and here also I'll open this skill button. And the first thing is, you see here we have this window which is skill details panel. And let me first add this cancel button, so nothing is happening there. So here I'll set visibility of self to hidden when I click the cancel button, and then I go to skill tree, here cancel is going to close that. Now cancel button is already working, right? And the next thing is activate button. So previously the way activate worked is here, it was in here in the skill button itself. We call this part from skill data, breaks as skill and give an activate ability replicated. We call this on the character player pawn, and then mark this button as activated. But we can't do that anymore because now we have passed the responsibility of activating the skill to the skill details panel. So let me copy the same thing. Actually, no need to copy. Let's go to the skill details panel. here and this activate button. Let's add a on click event, and then we already have, or do we? We don't, but in initialize data we already get this skill data. So let me promote this to a variable so that we can use this to activate the skill. Now here we can get the skill data, split, well, not split, let's do break. Then we can access this gameplay ability. Now get player form, function, give an ability, activate ability to replicate. Okay, give activate ability replicated. Pass this ability. Okay. Then we can make this panel invisible. That means just set this to hidden again. So this is not enough. We would need a callback into the skill tree here to refresh the state of the skill tree so that we can again highlight and highlight what is active and what is locked, things like that. We can do things like that. So for that, let's add an event dispatcher and on skill activated on skill activate. Oh, maybe let's do this. Let's call it on activate. Yeah, that's appropriate, I think. Okay. Here we can hide unconnected pins. Okay. Now go back here. And we need to subscribe to that on button click event. But I think the best place to do that would be on initialize. We can get a reference to the skill tree panel, skill details panel. On activate, sign on activate button click. Okay, we already got an event here. Now all we need to do is refresh skill tree. Okay, let me open this. Skill tree data. But now here we have a problem. The problem is we don't consider here if the skill is already activated or locked. So because of that, whatever the skill passed into this details panels, we can activate it. So what we need to do is we need to check if the skill is already activated or locked. We need to disable this activate button. So how do we do that? In the skill button, in the we already had accounted for that. Oh, this part is not needed here anymore. So we have this skill activated boolean, and also we had this function, this lock behavior. So here we should store this state related information in the button itself. So I'll promote this to a variable lock. Okay, we don't need this part, at least for now, but still we need to show some visual clue that the skill is not active right now or disabled. And then for the details panels, for the initialized data of the details panel, instead of passing this skill data alone, I'll pass a button reference, skill button. Then from this, we can get skill data. Right? And obviously, we should get an error. Yeah. Can pass the button itself. Okay. Then here from the skill data button, I should rename this skill data btn. Get the data btn lock activated. If either of these conditions are true, we need to disable this activate button. So this is not a variable, it is deactivate. Get set enabled to not of these conditions. Okay, just now here it is not active. Close it, go back, manually apply skill points. Now here you see 2 skill points I got. Go back, skills. Okay, now this is there. That means I can activate it. Activate. Now this button is disabled. So because of that, even if I try to click it, I can no longer see details about this. But I can for other stuff. this way is that. So I need to the next step is I need to show some visual distinction if the button is locked. So I'm thinking of making this frame black, like this, a darker, not exactly black, dark, like this. So make this 𝐒𝐻𝐭𝐫𝐭 frame. Right now tint is white. Okay, directly access that. Can do. We can select tint using this locked. If it is locked, that means true. This, yeah. If it is true, I'll make it all blank. Maybe somewhat like this. If it is false, split it fully white. So we will see the real color of the frame. Okay. See, now it's all looks black or dark, but if I click, I can see details. Activate is not there. Actually, it looks like I forgot to add the skill point cost as a modifier to the heavy attack. So I need to do that. But if you don't remember, this is how it's done. GE health upgrade. Here I have a modifier for this skill point. Let me copy this. What it does is reduce one skill point, but the cost for this is also one skill point. Okay, so heavy attack skill modifier best. Yeah, now it should reduce one skill point. Oh, it's not. Okay, we do that. Attribute name is skill points. And also once we activate or refresh, once we activate a skill, I need to refresh the character's health level. So in the detail, if I do the same thing, it should refresh the character level details. Let me just call this here. Right. See? Now I can't activate because I don't have skill points. Let's get some skill points. And here, okay, now I can activate. Oh, one thing, this will not refresh unless I have refreshed the window itself. So here, activate, see, it was reduced to 1. If I activate this, it was reduced to again 1. Alright, actually it didn't cost anything for the defend. Okay, that should mean parry skills also does not have a cost. Yeah. Okay, fixed. Skill also should have skill cost. Alright, now all should be good. Okay, test. Everything is locked. Get some skill points. Let's do that. Okay, 2 skill points. Okay. Activate. Now it is activated. Activate. Now this is also locked because I don't have any more skill points. Alright, great. So that's all I want to do in this episode. So thanks for watching. With this, I think we have pretty much completed the skill tree system. I mean the system only, but still I'm planning to add a lot more skills to the tree. So let's look into those things in future episodes. And also maybe we should think of something like press and hold the mouse click to activate the skill rather than just activating it with a one click. That might be something useful to look into in future episodes. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in another episode. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Goodbye.